Everybody, I'm going to talk a little bit about Trump's speech at the United Nations today, or yesterday, whenever it was, and his threat to annihilate North Korea, if they threaten any U.S. territories or the United States. So anyway, Trump, this is just the typical Donald Trump speech. In the beginning of the speech, he talks about how North Korea is so brutal to their own people, how they starve them, how they imprison them, how they don't take care of their own people, how they punish their own people. And then later in the speech, he threatens to annihilate the North Koreans, which I assume are all the people in North Korea. So he's so worried at the beginning of the speech about the people and how they're treated. And then at the end of the speech, he talks about it, but if they threaten us or anybody else that's close to us, we're going to annihilate them. Total bullshit. First of all, nobody's going to be using nuclear weapons. Hopefully there's enough common sense around the idiot that nobody would allow him to do it, and if they do, God help us all. But nobody's going to do nuclear weapons because, first of all, South Korea is an ally, and South Korea is right next to North Korea, and if we use nuclear weapons on North Korea, I'm sure that it's going to affect South Korea. So nobody's going to do that, which is really stupid. But it makes Donald Trump feel tough to walk around and threaten with nuclear weapons. I mean, a guy that couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag, he likes to feel tough. I mean, come on, the most non-threatening individual you've ever seen in your life is Donald Trump. Probably never been in a good I don't know what you'd call it. Probably never been in any kind of altercation at all because he's too rich, and Daddy had a lot of money, so he probably never got in any fights in school, because he could always buy his way out of them. So anyway, the guy that couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag threatens the world with nuclear weapons. I mean, this guy's such an asshole. He's not even an asshole. He's a creep. He's a creepy dude. Anybody that's that creepy to go and threaten annihilation of an entire country is creepy. He's a creepy, weird guy. And he doesn't have enough brain power, enough ability to think of other alternatives or think of ways to not have to use those kind of threats. Just complete threatening, stupid, bullying behavior. But it's typical of Donald Trump. That's who we have as a president. We have a narcissistic bully that threatens people to wipe out countries with nuclear weapons. It's kind of idiot that we've got in place. And does it in a very elementary way. I mean, the Rocket Man thing. Come on, Donald, nobody's impressed with your 10-year-old calling people name stuff, okay? That's about what people did when they were 10 years old. Probably pre-junior high even, I don't know. Elementary school, where you turn around and call people names. Rocket Man. Like Rocket Man, I guess we're supposed to all know the Elton John song Rocket Man, and it's supposed to be he's supposed to stick to the North Korean dictator. Man, this is really a sad day. It's a sad day when you have somebody representing the United States at a world get-together, world conference, world meeting, and he's got to come up with stupid stuff like Rocket Man and threaten annihilation of an entire people or an entire country. This guy needs to be removed by the 25th Amendment. He's unfit to be the President of the United States. He's unfit to represent the world. Represent the United States to the world. And not only is he unfit, he's too immature, and he's absolutely a menace. Anybody would do this. I mean, if anybody else did this, anybody would even think of doing this, the next day they would be probably taken away in a straitjacket. But this fool keeps going, and that's what he is. He's a fool, and we're fools for letting him keep going. So somebody needs to remove this guy from office. Hopefully somebody will. I don't know if there's any possibility of getting the guy impeached. He's definitely impeachable for all the things that he's done. So anyway, once again, Donald Trump embarrasses the United States, and he embarrasses the world, and he embarrasses himself. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.